Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's probably going to be a little bit longer than these 15 minutes that we're in here ahead of time today to start this game. Um, but how bittersweet is this game going to be tonight? I look at it and I see all these years of the ACC Big Ten Challenge come and go, and this is going to be the last rendition of it. The ACC plays the SEC next year. I'm not really sure what the Big Ten's doing because I don't look that far ahead. I am ready to go tonight. I just got done doing football picks. Alex and I had a blast with that. If you want, go check that out. When she gets in here in the chat at some point, she will pin the Discord link at the top of the page. We started out early on today. I had some North Carolina votes in here in the poll, but we got an 81-18 pick right now, and North Carolina has had their hearts broken twice in a row. I'm not really sure how they're going to respond on a true road game because I think both of those were tournament games. But coming in here today into this hostile environment with a lot really on the line, they don't want to drop three in a row ever. In college basketball, that's just horrible. So they're going to be ready to play. Tonight, I think it's got to be about our upperclassmen. I think it's got to be about making smart decisions with the ball. I think our little freshman, Jalen Hood-Schifino, needs to take a step back and know his role a little bit more. He's going to be a superstar. It just doesn't have to be today. Today, we need a guy to facilitate, not turn the ball over and get assists. Assists are way more better than 17-foot jump shots off the dribble. I love that kid. I just want him to take it one notch back right now until we get through some of this non-conference. Really fast, let's see who's in the chat since we got plenty of time today. Puppet was in here early. Puppet is the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. Mike Smith said, "Let's go Hoosiers." Right on. Johnny Smallpepper, you got to check that dude out. He's got a lot of good stuff going on. I love watching him. He definitely eats hot peppers like nobody I've ever seen in my life, and he does it like a man. Lindsey Brillhart comes in and says, "Rob Fennessy had 7 points tonight in the win for Cincinnati. I wish him well. I wish them well. They're right down the road. Heck yeah." Alley Cat Tim is in the house. He said, "Let's roll. Hope you're in the blood, right, guy, right?" Tim says he also needs a new keyboard. Eric Hale is in the house. What's up, Eric? Nice to see you. And a little bit nervous since they lost the last two. Bro, I'm right there with you. I think they're going to come out with a plan. They're going to come out and they're going to execute. They're a very well-coached team. Hubert Davis is no slouch as a coach. They've got all the talent that they need to win this game. I'm going to lean on our experience, and hopefully we have the composure to win this game with our youngs. I think both of our youngs are going to play an important role today. I'm going to watch Jalen Hood-Schifino and how much he turns the ball over. And I want to see Xavier Johnson be that guy that we really hope he is. I want to see him be a little chippy tonight. I want to see him be very assertive to the point, dribble drives, let his shot come to him, because if he waits and takes shots in rhythm, he does really well. But when he tries to force it, that's when he gets in trouble. Get to the goal, young man. I think we need to win this game in the paint. Rebounding. That's going to mean Race Thompson's going to have to play his game as well. And you know what? I hate to say it, but we're going to need a few shots from Miller Kopp as well. He's got to start hitting. I saw it, Pookie. I haven't got a chance to get into it just yet. 2 streams tonight. I seen it pop up, but I'll check into it later. I love StreamYard, by the way. They make me setting up and running a stream by myself very simple. Ohio State's down 7 at this point, 6 now after they made a couple free throws. It is 58-64. It looks like the ACC is going to win the challenge this year if I'm not incorrect in what I see. And there is another foul. Duke looks pretty solid. Yes, sir, I will. Yeah, Tim, Indiana bumped up to 10th. They didn't give them a big bump yet because they haven't really played anybody but Xavier. Now, if the guys above them start losing, if they were to win tonight, the bumps will be a little bit bigger. There's Miss Lindsay. Like I said a few minutes ago, Lindsay, I'm glad Cincinnati won. I hope Rob finds some success. Steve Enlow. I had a teacher, and his name was Al Enlow, back in 6th grade. I believe that was his name. That's the reason why I remember that name. Hey, Steve, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for stopping in and supporting. I always like it when people in the chat, at least say hi, throw a Go IU in there because I try to get to know the names. That's what's fun about calling these watch parties. We're going to sit back and we watch. We watch the basketball game. We complain and have fun together. And hopefully my feed is not too far behind the national feed. Heck yeah, give us a shot against the Dutch. We've pitched 3 shutout games so far in the World Cup. Let's go. Oh boy gave up his future kids to win that game. Let's go. I'm not that vested in it, but hey, anything for country, right? Ohio State just puts up another basket, cuts it to 6. We're still at 6:46, and they timeout to take it on the floor. They look like they're making a mini run. A Sandy Enlow from Southern Indiana. Jake, I went to school in a small town called Hanover, and I had a 6th grade teacher whose name his name was Al Enlow, and that's the reason why when I see names like that, it always brings out the first thing I remember. Attended IU a couple of years. So did I, Steve. I flunked out based on my lack of ability to continue studying at 19 years old. That's the reason why I didn't stay in school. I was not going to sugarcoat it in any way, shape, or form. I had too much fun while I was on campus, and I did a lot too much less studying. Steve, where are you at in Southern Indiana? Because that's where I'm from, born and raised. I travel east to west on down the state every day. Well, not every day, at least once a week. Just curious. I started my life in Switzerland County, Beebe, Indiana, and I worked my way to Hanover through high school, and then I lived in Madison some as well. Corridon, oldest. That's one of my favorite places to go as far as history goes in the state, for sure, Jake. I love being a Hoosier. Oh, I got you. I got a couple friends in New Albany that I go down and see on occasion. IUS campus is right there. That's awesome. Just curious, Steve, what brought you here tonight to hang out in our stream with us while we got a few minutes? Still 6 minutes to go. Duke's up 8. Yeah, I'm really good with the get to know you stuff. I have to do it for a few minutes. What's up, Creek? What's the good word, bro? You're a transplanted Hoosier. That's awesome. Really fired up about tonight. I've got some nerves, so yeah, I know. It's 4.5 the last I checked. Hey, man, you know what? I'm not knocking your ability to figure out Las Vegas, Creek. And sooner or later, I started putting my my betting program back into place. Maybe you and I will have a chat. I'm definitely fired up about tonight. Creek, just so you know, to recap what I said earlier. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that very much. We have a lot of fun in here. It's like a group of people. We sit and we watch games together and stuff like that. No bets tonight, bro. I didn't bet. I didn't even look at it at work today. I thought about it while I was in the state of Indiana because I have to come back to Kentucky and my phone won't let me bet from there. But I thought tonight's really going to be about our seniors doing senior type stuff. And I thought tonight was going to be about our freshmen stepping back and playing within the role that they were designed to play. I want to see 6 or so assists from our freshman Shafino, and I would love to see our big boy get out there tonight and just play like he has been, rebound, get some putback baskets. I think Renew needs to have just a decent game inside, and I want to control the glass. Yeah, and that's it. Those two. I want to see Xavier going to the basket. That was the other thing I made. I want to see him going towards the basket because good things happen when he dribbles into the paint. Whether it's he gets a layup or he can feed out for a three-pointer, because inside out is the best way we shoot threes so far this season. Not going to say that will continue, but that's exactly how I want to see it. I said I want him to be chippy tonight. Oh, man, this game is full of fouls, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, no doubt. I'm ready to go tonight. Gotta get my voice calmed down here. I'm a little nervous, man. As a fan, I'm fired up and I'm nervous. Oh, I didn't notice that. Ryan Young transferred to Duke. What is wrong with Duke? Absolutely. I don't like that they came off 2 losses, Creek, and the one to Alabama was gut wrenching. Oh, anything. I'll take 35. 35% from that 3-point line, I think, is a win. Alex, pin a fresh Discord link if you would, just in case, and then we'll get to that if we need to. I think our D will be okay. I think Duke's coach is one of the assistants from last year. I don't know his name. It doesn't come straight out of my mouth when I think about it. Sooner or later it will. Duke is ranked up to 17th right now. Yeah. Since this is a road game for them, they are doing well. Here comes them on the break. He's going to pull up for 3. Ohio State. That looked bad, but they got the offensive glass. Puts it back up and is stripped. Here comes Duke back the other way under 4 minutes. Headed for a timeout. Thank you. David Nelson. Why does that name sound familiar? How come I can't pin that? Oh, there it is. Thank you. David Nelson. It reminds me of the guy on the guy that is Randy's assistant at the geography place on South Park. Man, this game is intense, man. This whole challenge has been intense. Oh, there's another 3. It's under 3 minutes to go. It's a 5-point ball game. Next timeout will be the under 4 timeout. We'll have a commercial, and we're only going to be running about 10 minutes behind. As you know, that I will not have. I don't think they will switch off of this for that. So it is what it is. Man, both teams are just insane, pumped up. Did you watch? And I'm sure everybody's taking a gander right now. If you watch these college games, the way the fans react, there's no other sport that's quite as intense as college basketball. I mean, everybody is fired up. Everybody's playing for. It's just insane. Yeah. Sunday's going to be intense, Lindsay. I'll be sitting right in the middle of Chiefs Kingdom down there. I don't know how many Chiefs fans are actually going to be in Chiefs Kingdom at that game, but that's where we're sitting. Alex would have it no other way. Which one for tonight? I thought about this one long and hard, and the only way I feel like it's going to be, I'm going to say this game stays right around 70 points. I'm going to say I've got Indiana 72-65. I think they're going to cover the spread today. I think they're going to play well at home. I'm starting to believe that maybe North Carolina is not as good as their number one ranking, but I think they're going to keep North Carolina in the 60s. I like that. I mean, I'm right there. I'm hoping for a few extra points, having home court advantage. I would not be surprised if we lose today. I'm going to be honest, but it is what it is. We are definitely at the under 4 timeout finally, and I'm ready to get this thing going. Yeah, and they could pop this one open because, they're fired up too because, all week there's been a lot of talk about, some of the commentators from the other games didn't even recognize them as a potential Big Ten team to win the conference. So I think they've got a little chip on their shoulder, and that usually comes from the media. I've learned something about national media. They really don't know a lot about our team. Yeah, absolutely. And with that being said, yeah, I agree. Honestly, I just I'm just shook today, man. I'm a little nervous about tonight's game. I'm ready for it to get started. You know, the number one thing that I think about in college basketball is how well do we play on the road? Not how many wins we get, but how well do we play on the road? This game here, for that reason, doesn't mean a whole lot. I want to see us play on the road. I know it's a good win if you get it, but I want us to play well on the road. I thought we played exceptionally well at Xavier, considering how hard it is to play in that building. The road games are what's really going to keep an eye out for Dion on Sunday. He could be here. Man, I tell you what, all of a sudden, he's a hot commodity. What do you think? Yeah, you need to win your home games. Man, they show up at Duke. But Duke is not playing any defense in this game, really. I just keep seeing guys just drive to the rim and get up. I know Sewing's talented. Ohio State's got a really nice looking team. They're down 6 with 2:10. Yeah, I don't get into that. I get into the fans being loud. Oh my gosh, what a rebound by Ryan Young. Oh my gosh. No doubt. Well, at least the clock's running. Oh, that's going to be our Duke's ball. Man, the clock is being melted on this one possession. Look at Ryan Young trying to be blocked out. There it is. If that goes in, it's done. Another offensive rebound. You can't have that. Your defense needs to be good. Yeah, 8-minute tip off. That's about right. We'll get there. Good deal. We're not going to miss it. I gotta throw some shade at Ohio State here. I know they're tired, but my goodness, you got to get in there and you got to get rebounds when they miss 3 shots in a possession. Now it's back up to a 7-point lead. I could have started this one right on time and still had a few minutes to have some chit chat. $126. It's an 8-point lead. You watch, Ohio State's going to come down and hit a 3-pointer and call a timeout. I am too. I'm pumped up. Let's go. There's a turnover. You know, God, 16 turnovers. See, we can't have that today. Let's get this baby under a minute right here. Come on, guys. No fouls. Keep that clock running. Get this game over with. Duke has done a great job of fending them off today. Offensive glass is going to be huge. Gets inside and he falls down. There's a turnover. Here comes Ohio State. Chance to cut into it. There's the 3-ball. Short again. And Ryan Young controls the glass. 42 seconds to go. And there's the foul. I don't think there's any reason for Ohio State to use any timeouts here. Stop fouling. I know. Thank you guys for being here. I definitely appreciate it and fired up. I don't want to go down this road by myself today. Purdue beat this Duke team by 19. And Zed Key is going to the locker room. He's in the tunnel. He don't look healthy. I didn't think this Ohio State team was going to be that good, so what is where are we at right now as far as numbers for the challenge? And go ahead and chalk Duke into this win. That's a 9-point lead. That kid Roach can play too. And Duke fouls. Why would Krzyzewski would be mad? Good God. Yeah, it's going to be that way. They'll probably put it on another channel. Tip's getting ready to happen here. 34 seconds left to go. You know they're going to foul. I hope so. Fired up, man. I got to start screaming and yelling into this microphone. I don't know, Tim. I would assume so. I would love to sit in it every day. It would make my life. Duke closing out their free throws down the stretch. Purdue's just about to beat Florida State by 10. Nice. Michigan State and Notre Dame is underway. Hey, can somebody see where we stand in the challenge? Just curious. I'm expecting to see this tip at any time. 26 seconds and they take a timeout down by 8. It was 5-3 before today. This will make 6-3. Purdue. Virginia-Michigan game was excellent. Wake Forest beat Wisconsin. Iowa, Georgia Tech didn't even look like a Division I team in that game. Illinois played well. Clemson and Penn State game was excellent. ESPN News. I don't know where that's at on my provider. Hang tight. Let's see. All right, here we go. What is going on? We are finally starting. North Carolina has the ball. They got it inside against Trace. It's going to back him down. There's a strip out of there. Xavier knocks it out. It goes back up high. North Carolina resets. Indiana is up 2-0. He's going to get to the glass. There's a tip pass, and there's going to be a foul called. Not sure who got the first score. That would be Jalen Hood-Schifino. Good start for the freshman. Hopefully he's not trying to do too much today. North Carolina gets the ball inbounded. They're going to dribble drive. Almost a steal. Left wing pushing against Cobb, trying to get a one-on-one. He's backing him down. No double team comes. He takes a deep three. No good. Offensive glass picked up and no good on the dunk. And they get another offensive rebound. North Carolina's got the ball out. They rotate it back. They reset. Pick out high, looking for a pass to the right wing. They're overloaded on the right side back to the top of the key, trying to get around Cobb. There's a switch. Deep three off the glass. Oh, my God. It was right on the lucky shot. He's smiling. 3-2 North Carolina. Xavier Johnson's got it out high. He rotates, gets it down to Race on the block. Race works his way. He's backing his way back in. No double team comes as of yet. Race loses the ball, flips it back out to X. 10 on the shot clock. X drives, pushes it back out. Nothing doing. He goes around a pick, feeds Schifino for 3, and he buried it. Oh, he said he was on the line. You better check that stuff. 4-3 Indiana. Schifino's got a second basket. He rattles one home from 21.5. Here we roll. North Carolina's running a little bit of the high. 4 out. Looking for a shot. Goes around a pick. He tries to get in the lane. He run into his own guy. Trace controls. Trace is bringing the ball up right now. He hands it off to Xavier. Xavier's got it out high. He dribbles around. He's trying to get inside. He goes inside the lane. Feeds it back out to Schifino. Schifino must have a hot hand this week because they seem to be feeding the ball. Inside, he goes over to the left wing. Race has got it for 3. That shot is an air ball. A little bit too far out, hand in his face. North Carolina pushes it up on the fast break. Shoots in. Trace Jackson with a great block. And he's going to dribble it up again. Trace playing point guard, coast to coast. and he gets blocked out of bounds. My God, the big man is going strong. Let's go, man. Come on, blow this thing up. Baycott and Trace looks like it's going to be a great matchup today. Cott feeds it out to Shafino. He gets it out high. Shafino resets. Hits Trace. Trace bobbles the pass. Back to Shafino on the left wing. Looking for the pick. He dribble drives. Shafino all the way to the glass with the left hand. Good. Shafino makes his guy look like mud. Goes straight to the glass. First 6 points for Indiana belongs to Shafino. Everything I said was going to happen is not. North Carolina sets up high. Baycott's got it at the top of the key. They're running their traditional kind of a weave out high dribble drive. Shafino in tow. Great defense. Baycott with the glass. And Race Thompson gets the block, and they're going to call him for a foul. But get that stuff out of our middle. We're going to challenge every shot. Let's go. Welcome, Jerry Eakes. Thank you, brother. We have fun. We're rooting for our Hoosiers, and we're going to have a good time tonight. Baycott shoots his free throw. It is good. North Carolina is going to be playing with a vengeance today. Baycott has a very nice stroke at the stripe, makes both free throws, 6-5. Our freshman, Jalen Hood-Shafino, has come out today on fire with our first 6 points. Did not see that coming, did not expect it. It's a big game. It's time for big players to step up. He's going to work on against that high, drives into the lane, gets inside, shoots an air ball. That's what I was afraid of. Here we come back the other way. North Carolina's looking to push. And no good. Miller Kopp controls the rebound and loses it off the North Carolina guy's foot. And they're going to say that it's going to go to Indiana or North Carolina. You've got – okay. Oh, it went off Miller Kopp's knee. All right, here we go. Baycott's got it at the top of the key. They're rotating some new guys in already. Baycott looks hurt. Yeah. I think that foul call was a little bit I love it, man. Yeah, Baycott and Love are the only two to score thus far. That three-pointer that Love hit was absolutely garbage. Have they switched it back over on the regular feed yet, or are we going to stay on ESPN News? Regular feed up? Okay. Thanks, Creek. I appreciate you, bro. Dude, so far, I'm so pumped for today. You don't know how badly I want to see a nice win today. Yeah, for real. I love the defensive intensity. I like the fact that they're challenging everything that comes in the paint. I don't want North Carolina to get comfortable in the paint. I want them shooting those 23-foot jump shots all day long. MH plays. What's up? Let's go. Definitely stoked for today. Got to get some rhythm going on offense for us. Shafino's bailed us out. And I really think we got to get a set play in there where we get the ball down on the block. I love that Xavier's trying to get penetration. I love that we're trying to get our guards in the paint, but we got to feed our bigs. Hey, man, growing up and loving this team, and then the last 20 years of this team, and watching, every game, Jerry, every game, and watching just heartache and see, trials and tribulations, the stuff with Kelvin Sampson. Dan Dockich couldn't win games, but I loved him as the coach when they had him as the interim coach, stuff like that. I loved Mike Davis. I loved, that season. All that stuff is hard to forget. And then when you finally get back to a place where you feel like you're going to have success going forward like it used to be, it's very exciting to see what Coach Woody's bringing to the table right now. I hope he's I'm excited to see it going forward, and I can't wait to see, because I don't think he's going to coach for a real long time, but I want to see who they fit in that spot to replace him, because tradition is everything at IU, and that's what we care about, doing stuff the right way and tradition. But I'm telling you what, these kids on this team right now, we have got a talented roster. It's not overly talented, but we've got a good roster that's full of energy. Yo, Geronimo in the house. Everybody say hi to Luis Geronimo. That is Jordan's uncle. He comes in and hangs with us. Trace goes straight to the glass and gets fouled. 7-5. Baycott is in the locker room. That's a huge blow for North Carolina. Yeah, get that ball. Our game, Indiana, works inside out. We have got to have the inside game to be a good three-point shooting team. We cannot do it the other way. And soft touch gets the roll on the free throw. Trace gets his first point. Let's hope that gets him going. Got an 8-5 lead right now. Second one is up, and it is short off the rim. No good. North Carolina rebounds. We're coming back the other direction right now. Their game plan is going to change drastically without Baycott on the floor. Miller Kopp playing some pretty stingy defense out high. Nowhere to take the ball right now. They're playing good help side. They get it around to the right wing for a three. Shot is blocked. And I think it hit underneath the rim. It went off Shafino, hit under the backboard. It will stay at this end. 6 seconds on the shot clock. But did you see Race Thompson get a piece of that? Yeah, Kopp, that's what he's got to do. If he wants people to respect him on this team, he's got to play D and just hit a few choice shots and don't mess up. There's the inbound. They've got it. They're 4 on the shot clock. He's going to have to take a deep three again. Same ugly shot, and from the same spot, he hits the second three-pointer out there, and that one was nothing but net. Dang. 8-8 right now. We're definitely not in deserving of being tied, but that's okay. I would rather him shoot that. X is going all the way to the basket, and he gets left alone, holds his pivot foot, and gets an easy 2 right there. Let's go, X. Come on. Play some D. Here we're coming back the other direction here. So you're going to have to keep pressure on our boy out high there, Love. There's another 3. No good off the back iron. Quick shot. That's what we want to see. Trey starts to break, feeds it to X. X is going to dribble drive. He's about to get it taken from him, and he kicks it out of bounds. It's going back to North Carolina. Get up, X. Shake it off. And Alex, I'm looking at the screen down here. Lamar Jackson leaves practice early on Wednesday. What a nice spin move by Xavier Johnson there to trick the defenders. All right, here comes North Carolina back the other way. Got you. You always know. Here we go. He's going to drive in the lane, puts it up off the glass. No good. Help defense from Trace comes over. Here comes Shafino starting the break. Shafino feeds Renew. The bounce pass trips right past him and goes out of bounds. Slow down, young buck. Just slow down a hair. All right, we're set up at the top of the key. There he's going to drive. He's going to try to get inside. Our help side defense is amazing. Working to get around the double team out high. Trace comes over and helps. He's got it. He sets to the left wing, looks for the 3, pulls it back. He's going to try to drive on Shafino, and then he runs right. Oh, my God, he runs into Renew, and they call him for a block. How's that a block? Let's see. It's close. Look a little bit like player control there, but hey, just an armchair quarterback. Love it. Baycott is back on the floor. That's good for North Carolina. IU still leads 10-8. 13:42 to go. They've got it on the left wing. They're playing a two-man game with Baycott. He's trying to get around Trace to the baseline, throws it out, round the world, nothing doing. He gets cut off. He throws up a floater from the left wing, no good. Baycott tips it. Jackson controls. Here comes IU back the other way. Good defensive stance right there. Xavier's out deep, looking to dribble drive. He shoots the 17-footer and gets the stuff swatted out of bounds. And right there is the trouble with Xavier Johnson's jump shot. He's too far out in front. If he's got to get it up and behind a little bit, but you're never going to change that from him, so he has to be wide open. Yeah, I'm stoked. Now look at Coach is going to his young bloods. Tamar Bates is open for a three ball, rims it out. Geronimo is on the floor as well at this point. Geronimo, Renew, Shafino. No, he's on the bench. They get it into Baycott. Renew comes. There's a double team comes. Nothing doing. Xavier's still on the floor. Tries to get around. Puts up the layup attempt. Geronimo tips it. And Renew controls the rebound. Feeds Johnson to bring it across the timeline. He sets the offense. 22 on the shot clock. Back over to Renew. He's not going to shoot it. And he loses. Oh, he almost loses it. He gets stripped. And he's going to get called for the foul. Renew's going to have to go right back to the bench with 2 quick fouls in this game. Trying to do too much. Yeah, you got to slow down. Your young's got to realize that you're playing a better team than some of the competition you've been up against thus far. And Trace Jackson Davis's rest goes out the tube. He comes right back on the floor. Woodson does choose not to go any deeper on his bench. And looky there, Trey Galloway is back into the game today. It's nice to see him back on the floor. Hopefully he is well. We get across the timeline. North Carolina works it to the right. They feed Baycott on the post. Jackson in there with him. He rolls, puts it up. Blocked by Jackson, controlled by Galloway. Here we come back the other way. Galloway feeds X. X is going to roll across the timeline, feed Bates. Bates down to Trace on the block. Double team comes. Trace feeds Geronimo, puts it up and in. Jordan Geronimo, instant offense, 12-8. Let's go. Trace has got much better at passing this year so far. Galloway playing defense at half court, and he makes this guy pass off of him. He drives in the lane. He's going to get to the basket. He's going to get a foul called there, and we're going to get to the under 12 timeout. Daniel Scott, thoughts on Gabe Cupps? Is he that recruit? Is he that point guard? I don't have much that I know about him. I agree. Until they get knocked down a few levels, they're going to be overrated. It's just the way that it works. I got you. I know the name. Is he on our radar? I'm not sure because recruiting is one of the things that I haven't been keeping up with yet. But I got you. I didn't know that. Wow. Man, I'll do some stuff. I'll make a video on the dude because now I'm curious because now I got to learn him. He's the real deal. Well, I love to hear that. Going forward, Ncaa Newton. Wow. That's what I'm sure these are Hunter prospects, right? Because he seems to go out and find them. I love the way we're looking for our future. This recruiting, they're nonstop on it because, for during the Crean and the Archie era, the recruiting you would notice kind of would die down. But I hear stuff, I see stuff all the time about the recruiting, and I'm glad to see that that's kind of the way we're trending because we can't fight just for today. We got to fight for every single year. We got to work hard to get the right guys in here. And Coach getting the right guys for his brand of culture is what it's all about. You get the right guys on the floor. You don't have to have the most talented teams to win. That's what we used to learn with Indiana basketball for a lot of years. You don't have to have all the top tier talent. You create your own talent by finding the right people and teaching. So really what college basketball used to be about. It's kind of changed these days because we have a lot of the one and dones. Is Trace the best player in this game? If he has the ball in his hand, he's by far the most athletic. I wish the guy could find a jump shot because it would really, really make him stand out. I'm definitely excited about the future. I know that we're going to drop a few guys this year, and we've got a very mature team. But, man, the future's really bright. Yeah, honestly, it's going to – I love Trace Jackson Davis. I love the fact that he stuck out. He has love of school and trying to do what's best for his career, but do best for what's best for this team as well. He's what Indiana's all about. Free throws up, and it's hard off the back rim, no good. Let's get some offense. We gotta get some flow on offense. We can't keep playing like this. North Carolina, to their credit, disrupting what we want to do. Second one is good. Oh, for sure. Love Dale Davis. Where's that girth, though? I don't think he needs some of that Dale Davis girth. Shafino brings the ball across the timeline. North Carolina plays a tough man. Going to feed Tamar Bates. He's going to dribble drive. He gets into the lane, and he gets fouled. Tamar Bates takes it to the lane and gets fouled, and he's going to go maybe – I don't know if that was before the shot or not. We'll see. Loved watching Dale Davis. They get the ball into Tamar. He's going to dribble drive. He's still trying to work inside. He feeds Shafino. Shafino thinks about the J, doesn't take it. He's going to work his way over. He's going to take another three. No good. Shafino is a little shot happy right now. I wish he would work on his assists, but hey. There's a steal right there by Shafino. Good job, young man. Slows it up, feeds Tamar. Tamar resets the offense. Geronimo takes the three. Not a great shot, Jordan. A little out of rhythm there. North Carolina's bringing it back the other way. This is what happened when you take your big man out of the game. The ball game's got to go through Trace. Drives in the lane, puts up a 12-footer over Shafino, and then this one is good. 1-point ball game with 11 minutes to go in the half. Shafino works the right wing. He feeds it down to Trace on the block. This is how we should start every time down the floor. Trace is backing his man in. Shafino for the three. Buried it. Inside out. See what happens when you feed the ball through your superstar? Everybody else looks better. 15-11. Let's go. Shafino is playing a great game. I'm not going to fault him. But that's how you've got to work your offense. It's going to drive around. Geronimo puts it up. Geronimo's going to get called for the foul on the floor on the switch. Is what it is. But see, watch this as they show the replay. You feed Trace. He's going to work his way back down. The guy thinks about the double team. As soon as he comes, that leaves Shafino wide open, and he can bury his jump shot. Inside out is the only way we're going to have a high three-point percentage as a team. And Geronimo is going to get called for another foul yet again. That is going to put them in the bonus. Or they call that one on Shafino. I'm sorry. They're looking at Shafino. Waiting for Caleb Love to shoot North Carolina out of this game. My God. He's hit what he's put up so far. Hate seeing Geronimo go to the bench like that. They did call that on him. What we're going to learn today is this bench is really deep. I hope Coach uses it. Free throws up, and he makes the front end. A lot of time in this shooting free throws this half is not good for us. Second one is up and is also good. 13-15. I'm going to say it, I like how North Carolina is playing composed basketball. I think they're just hanging around, trying to play within themselves and stick to a game plan. It looks really good for them right now. We look a little out of sorts. Trace gets the ball on the wing, drives to the basket and scores. Burns his man immediately. Trace Jackson Davis with the quick drop step, 2 points. Looked like he traveled. He moved so fast. 17-13, 9:52 to go in the half. Let's go. Baycott's got it out. He rotates around to the left wing. They feed it inside. Race Thompson is down there defending. He's going to try to back him in down. Spin move. Puts it up off the glass. Nice shot. 17-15. Shafino's got the ball on the left wing. Comes to double pick out high. He's going to drive all the way to the basket. Puts it up. No good. Trace gets hit in the face. When he grabs the rebound, here comes North Carolina on the break. Oh, Shafino went for the steal, and we got burnt. Not a good sequence there for us. Galloway's got it out high, feeds Trace at the top of the key. Trace is going to dribble, drive on Baycott, feeds Galloway over to Thompson. Thompson back to Shafino. Shafino's working his way around, takes another three-pointer, buried it. They're going to give him 3. No, they give him 2. 19-18, 8:43 to go. Jalen Hood-Shafino, 12 points, 5 for 8 from the floor thus far. If this is what he's going to bring to the table every game, we're going to be tough. Back and Race Thompson down again. Same play, trying to get the same move. Turnaround jump shot. He hit another one. Pete Nance has got 9 points for North Carolina right there. Is that another Northwestern transfer? Shafino dribbles around his guy out high. He picks up his dribble. He's going to set it over to Trace. Trace has got it against Baycott. He goes around Baycott, puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound as they can't control it and dunks it. Trace Jackson Davis gets a gimme right there because that was should have been going back the other way. Instead, he gets an easy 2. Play some defense. You can't let Pete Nance beat you. Come on. There's a foul by Tamar Bates. Tamar Bates threw hands right there as Nance come through the pick and pushed. That's what I'm saying. That's the 8th foul, Jake. Yeah, there's no call for that. He's just trying to run through the pick, and don't get me wrong. There may have been, but that's that chippy type of play that you want to see right there out of Xavier. He's usually the guy that does that for us, but he does it without throwing hands like that. He's under control a little bit. Tamar showed a little bit of emotion there and pushed back. Yeah, I noticed. And you know what? Just remember, these kids got to get used to that, because that's what happens when you play these teams like this. North Carolina's got a big chip on their shoulder today. They were number 1 in the nation starting the week last week. They lose a tough one to Iowa State, and then they lose another tough one to Alabama in overtime. I think they're a little ticked off today, and they're playing like that. They're playing like they're desperate to win. And just like we talked last week, that's not a good look for us. Them coming in as the number 1 team in the nation was a much better feel than what they are. Now them guys feel like they got something to prove. And this is exactly what we was afraid of. But North Carolina's playing a pretty good game. Just got to say, we're not getting a lot of looks that we want. We're having to resort to other options. Shafino's made a few shots here, but this was not the game plan going in, I guarantee you. And that means kudos to North Carolina's defense. Yes, and that's the other part of that, Creek. At the end of this game, we're going to be better for that. When a team that was preseason and number 1 comes into your house and puts up good numbers, and you see that they're taking you out of your game plan and you're still competitive, that tells me that you've got the right feel. Now, granted, yes. We come out of this win-win today, but a win is going to be huge for us going forward as far as confidence goes. But coach is going to have – this game is going to help this team immensely. But I like right now, because everything I thought needed to happen is probably what Hubert Davis wanted to stop. And he's doing his best job with his defense to do that. And they're taking advantage of the size differential of Ncaa over Race. They're finding their weak. This game is well coached. We got to stop fouling. That's just the point. That's going to be the downfall in this game, is coming down the stretch, how much we foul. I like the wide out look, though. So now we're stretching into the last 7 minutes of the half. Pete Nance is on the free throw line. He's going to have one more. Oh, the front end, I'm sorry, and it's good. Ties the ball game up. Second free throw's up, and it's also good. Race Thompson gets the ball into Shafino. They're pressing. He's going to go forward with it. Almost a risky pass there. Here comes Race, brings the ball across the timeline. Shafino's going to set the offense out high. North Carolina very chippy on defense right now. You got to love that. Shafino's getting tested out high as a freshman. Race has got it, feeds it to Trace, gets it in there. Trace is back and Baycott down, puts up the left hook. He's going to draw a foul, and that's going to go on Baycott. That's going to be Baycott's second foul. Run your offense through your superstars, Trace and Xavier. Those are the guys that should be getting your shots right now. Xavier going to the glass or feeding out on the wing. Trace's free throw starting to look a little sloppy. And you see the big problem with Renew and Geronimo. They both seem to be a little foul prone. Second free throw is good. We're all tied up. Got to play some defense as Baycott goes to the bench with only 2 points and 2 fouls. Now we can switch over and we can put Trace on Nance and see how that works out. North Carolina goes around the high pick. He gets to the basket, throws it off the rim. No good. A little out of control there. Jackson Davis controls, hands off to Galloway. Galloway is running the point. X is back on the floor. To Trace for the dunk. Galloway with the feed on the give and go. Back to Trace for the dunk. 24-22. Let's get a run going here. Xavier picks up high. Shafino is on the floor as well. I like Shafino, Galloway, and Xavier on the floor. Drives around, throws it in the corner. They're going to rotate around the wing looking for the three. Nance is out high. He just traveled. They didn't call it. Nance jukes Trace Jackson, but they're going to call the travel on his pivot foot sliding in the post. He should have got called out high. Galloway with the smart pass there. Galloway's a headsy player. Definitely fits that role player position well. He's running the point out high on the left wing, feeds Trace at the top of the key. And there's almost a steal. North Carolina jump ship, tries to get in there and pick that one off. Race has got it out high. Trace has got Nance on his back, puts it up. No good, and then follows it with a dunk. TJD coming into his own right now. Pete Nance cannot body with him. You know, Trace is a lot thinner, but he has got muscle. He's pushing around Nance. With Baycott on the bench, there's nobody that's going to stop him out there. Gets to the glass, puts it up again, throws it up. Race starts to break, and there's going to be a foul called on the reach-in. Race pulls the rebound, tries to take off. They're going to get a foul on the reach. It is going. Trace Jackson Davis, there you go. You know what? You don't make every shot, but you have to go after every rebound, and that's what a good big does. He follows his shot. Yeah, I want to go deeper into our bench. I really do. Trace has got him back down. The double team comes, doesn't come, throws up the reverse layup. Not a smart one there, but that's okay. I would still rather him shoot it. North Carolina pushes it all the way down. They get the offensive glass. Nance for three. No good. Here comes Schifino on the push. He's got Xavier out far ahead, and Xavier's going to lay it in. Schifino starts to break. Xavier finishes it. 28-22. 5:22 to go. Push it. Wear him down. Keep that defense pushing them out high. They're going to feed it into the corner, nothing doing. Now their offense is standing still, where they had good motion earlier. Nobody's really moving a lot. Tries to get around Schifino. Trace cuts him off. They double team in the corner. They throw it across court. It puts it up. And they're going to call Race Thompson for the foul there. That is going to be his second foul as well. Schifino has great court awareness. And they're going to put Renew back in here. I think they would rather Renew pick up his third as opposed to Race Thompson. I really think they ought to be going a little deeper on the bench right now. But 23-28, first free throw was good, by the way. Second one is up and is also good. 4-point ball game. Baycott's back on the floor now. They really can ill afford for him to get his third foul, but they know they can't leave him on the bench. I would go right at him right now. Give that ball to whoever he's guarding and let him work, even if it's going to be Renew. Trace or Renew needs the shot here. Trace has got it down on the left on the block. Back to Xavier. Xavier's going around. Feeds it back out to Schifino. Nothing doing. Good defense. Picks out high. Schifino drives the lane to Renew in the corner. No good. They're going to call Trace with the over-the-back foul there. And North Carolina is going to continue to shoot free throws. Daniel, I would actually say yes to that, but his defense has been pretty good today. Yeah, that's stupid fouling has been the problem so far thus far today. And that one is hard off the rim, no good. Trace is going to take a seat right now. Everybody's got 2 for IU, so guess what? Put in Logan Duncombe. Short off the rim, no good. Renew controls. Feeds Xavier. Xavier Johnson. Geronimo's back on the floor as well. Let's hope these guys don't. Xavier goes all the way. Oh, throws the alley-oop to Xavier Johnson. But North Carolina, number 1, comes over and knocks that out of bounds. He saw the play working itself. That is Black. Very good play on the defensive end. That stuff will work against these low Division I teams, but not against North Carolina. Shafino's going to push it out high, 19 on the shot clock. Here we go. Galloway's on the left wing. You notice Galloway's still on the floor. Renew drives on Baycott. Back to Xavier for 3. Short off the rim, no good. That ball goes all the way back across. That was tipped. They're going to get new 20 seconds on the shot clock. Shafino looks, driving on Baycott, 13-footer. No good. Baycott controls. 2 good opportunities there. Play some D, boys. Xavier Johnson with the steal. Feeds Galloway. Going back the other way. Galloway with the layup. Love just got his pocket picked, trying to make a pass. Xavier Johnson stole that right out of thin air. Back we go the other way. 6-point lead. Steal. And Galloway's going to control over to Galloway. Back up for the dunk. Xavier and Galloway, man, playing some D out high. North Carolina's getting sloppy with the ball. Xavier Johnson's getting quick with the hands, and we're winning this game by 8. Timeout on the floor. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back, little bird. Xavier Johnson is playing some very hard-nosed man-to-man defense. And Galloway, look at the body control on the fast break. Oh, that was Geronimo on the second one. I'm sorry. Geronimo doing the same thing out high. I like when those guys are on the floor. Our defense is elite. They've just got to stop this handsy crap, which we're going to be in a little bit of foul trouble in this game if we don't watch it. So leave your stars on the bench while you're winning. Let second team go out there and do their job. That's pretty flipping awesome right there, y'all. Definitely down for that. I love that stuff, man. You know what? I see their team inside of this game, but it's like what we were talking about. Our defense is taking them out of what they want to do. You know what? Because the thing of it is that our man-to-man pressure is pretty elite. I'm gonna use that word. We defend 30 foot out from the basket, and we're pretty relentless. Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Cocky, I'm telling you, it's just playing that. You know what? Coach is teaching defense. Defense makes offense, and that's what's been happening. Geronimo and Xavier Johnson there with the very quick hands, playing where we need to play. Yeah, you know they're not going to have the legs either. It just spilled my coffee a minute ago. Bro, that's why when I watch basketball games, it's got to be this. I got to have a cap. I got one. I got a soft drink over here that is not capped. And it's not been opened yet because I've been slapping and flailing around like a little girl. It's past Roy Williams' bedtime. Is he even there? I didn't see him. You know what? That's something else. 9:15 start time is late for college, honestly. They said he was at practice this week. I think he would really approve of Galloway for sure. He would have some issues with Xavier Johnson. I think he would approve of Trace and Race on his team. I really feel like those are guys that he would like to have. I think Anthony Leal would be a Bob Knight style player because he's thick and defends pretty well. Yeah, Tamar, I still think Tamar reminds me of Ricky Callaway a lot. And Callaway left Indiana for Kansas, if you remember correctly. Yes, there you find those guys, and we're back. There's guys that Knight would have definitely loved. All right, here we go. Love's out on Shafino out high. Shafino's playing an excellent defensive game as well. Is that they're going to rotate it around. Kopp's back on the floor. Baycott against Renew. Baycott puts it up. No good. Renew with a great defense there. Straight up and down. Baycott didn't have a chance. Here we go. Shafino's going to bring it across the timeline, and Indiana looks a little more poised on offense right now. They feed Renew on the block. Renew's got it. He's going to go against Baycott. Puts it up. No good. Tipped up and around. Nance controls. He wasn't in a great position to put that shot up, but going at Baycott, I agree with. Nance has got it out high. He's going to rotate around with Love. I got to remember the other one's name. I get him wrong a lot of the time because I don't know him. Baycott's working down on Geronimo. Gets position. Geronimo's going to pick up that third foul. Baycott's shoulder does not look good. They need to put Duncombe in the game for just a little while, if nothing else. They're going to bring Race Thompson back on the floor. Not sure that's the play I would make right now. Coach is not wanting to go too deep on his bench. Baycott misses another free throw. And you know what? We're dominating in the way that we should be dominating defense. Their field goals are 6 for 25. And we were outscoring them in the paint. Another one hard off the glass. Kopp controls the rebound. He's going to feed Shafino. Yeah, I know. I just think I think they should get him some minutes. Xavier goes all the way to the rim, floats it up with a little teardrop looking finger roll, and gets the layup. Indiana's up by 10 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Let's go. So far, so good. Done a great job in the middle. Renew and Baycott are fighting down there. They're going to feed Baycott the ball. Don't foul, straight up and down. And Baycott works away around Renew and gets the basket. That was going to happen. What a pass to Race Thompson. Back to Shafino. Back to Xavier Johnson for three. Not a good one. Tipped. And that's going to be considered a tipped rebound, and it's not over the back. Although Race Thompson and coach is going to use his timeout here with 1:18 to go. Yeah, there's been a lot of positives out of this first half. A lot of positives. And granted, you got to learn, you got to do the same thing on the road. You got to learn how to play on the road. But if you can beat a good team at home, that means that you can beat the teams that you're supposed to beat on the road. So far today, it's been a win. Heck yeah, I would take it. No questions asked. Because if I'm up 4, but you know, and there's a question in there. There's a variable that you don't add, and it's about which way momentum is swinging. For sure, and let's really be honest. You know, Trace Jackson Davis isn't in the NBA yet, right? He's got part of his game that does not suit the NBA. Okay, we're coming across the timeline here. Shafino feeds Renew on the block. Renew's going to work against Nance. He should outbody him. He puts up, he goes around, he misses the layup. Nance in pretty good position there, gets the rebound. Here comes North Carolina back the other way. Nance has got it out high. He's going to look to feed the block. Renew gets a steal. And there, what the heck happened there? Renew had the steal. He lost it. Here comes North Carolina. Don't foul. Back over across. There's a long three, and he hit it. They come to double team. Boo. Run this shot clock down. What's up, John? Hello. And just like that, a team like North Carolina comes right back on you with a nice three ball. And that was Shafino's fault in a way. They were playing that hard pressure D, trying to get another steal. And there's another steal right there, but Shafino gets it back, and he's going to draw the foul. That's probably only the 16th foul on North Carolina. Does that reset the clock? I think it does. So we can play for the last shot here. I'll take a 5-point lead. Let's see if we can get another one to go down. 11.9 to go. Yeah, no doubt. I would have Trace on the floor right now, but they didn't get him in. Xavier's got it out high. He's going to try to go around Nance, and Nance is going to pick up a foul. I will take these cheap fouls. That's going to put us on the line. All right, Xavier Johnson looks really composed. Galloway's back on the floor. They're going to get Renew out so that he can't pick up that third foul. Smart. First one rolls in. Nice soft touch. Nobody's standing in front of him to block it, so they can't block that shot. 6-point lead with 9 seconds to go. I'll take 7. Me too, Creek. You don't want momentum to shift. You don't want them back believing. Second one is up, and it is good. Oh, it rolls off the rim. Here comes North Carolina. 5 on the shot clock, or on the game clock. It goes all the way coast to coast. The shot's blocked. Xavier has it 2-1. Throws it up from half court. A little short. I'll take 6 at the break. We had our adversity in there, and a lot of that had to do with fouls. But the big matchup of the day on Star Watch was Jackson Davis versus Baycott. And right now he's winning 10-4, which happens to be the difference in this game. So guess what? Let's go into halftime. We'll take this, and we'll get ready for the second half. Good night. Man, I'm a little wound up at the moment. Trying to get myself to calm down a little bit here. Let's look at some highlights while they're showing right now. Michigan State and Notre Dame. Looks like Notre Dame was having their way early. 13-4. What's going on? A lot of 3 balls in that game. 36-15. Dang. That's hero ball. Did you see that? I wouldn't have seen that coming, but hey, you know what? The three-pointer is the great equalizer in college basketball. Since it's come into the game, it plays a big role. Rutgers loses at Miami today. Let's see what else I see on the scoreboard here. Yeah, we got to come out at the beginning of the second half and definitely punch them in the mouth. I'm going to look through these stat sheets here while they're thumbing through some highlights here of the game we've just been watching. First thing I noticed is that, North Carolina really doesn't go very deep on their bench either. They only go 8 deep. I really like teams that go 12, 10, 11, or 12, but hey, field goal percentage for North Carolina in the first half, 26%. They're shooting a better percentage from the three-point line than they are inside. So, yeah, I'll take that. They had a couple wide-open threes that they did hit. If they didn't hit those, this game would be a 12 or a 15-point lead right now. 9 for 14 from the free throw line at 64%. I'm glad they're only hitting 64% of their free throws. We put them on the free throw line way too much. We had 11 team fouls in the first half. I mean, I know that's not an unacceptable number because games are going to get like that, but stop reaching. Geronimo picked up his third foul, and he does provide valuable minutes. And I know he'll get valuable minutes out of them last two fouls. He's just got to play within himself a little bit more. Rebounding in this game. North Carolina has the edge on rebounding, and it's because they've had 8 offensive rebounds. If there's one area that we did not play well, and that is blocking out and not allowing the offensive glass. Second chance points, I didn't see the stat yet, but I'm sure North Carolina has quite a few of them. Probably a good percentage of their points are on second chance. After that, though, the next thing is 3 assists and 4 turnovers for North Carolina. That's not where you want to be. They had 1 steal, 2 blocks, and they had 7 fouls. Indiana, on the other hand, 6 assists, 3 turnovers. Not exactly where you want to be, but I'll take that over what North Carolina did for sure. We also had 3 steals in that, 4 block shots. We were protecting the middle very well. Glass, we're down 2 rebounds. We had 5 offensive boards. Trace Jackson-Davis accounted for 2 of those. Has 7 rebounds total, just Trace in the first half. So he'll be in double-double range really early in this game, in the second half. The guys that were playing well, that's the good thing about this team. Jalen Hood-Schifino provided a huge spark early in this game when they were taking away what we wanted to do. And he started burying jump shots. Now, he's missed a lot of shots. I've been awful critical about how shot happy he gets. But when they go down, that's a good thing. Eric Kopp will shoot when he's open. He just needs to make it when he's open. Yeah, and I don't know how scary they're playing like trash, Marcus. Thank you for the comment. I think we're really imposing our will. But that's, I think we're really imposing our will on, North Carolina was averaging over 80 points a game. They're well below that in this game today. I mean, I know that, we're just barely pushing the 70 mark with 35 in the first half. The defense for both teams has been really good. But you know what? But you're right. You can make that argument that we played very well defensively, but we only have a 6-point lead. Sure, I'll take that. But if they don't correct something at halftime, that 6-point lead's going to blossom in the second half. We've got to stay out of foul trouble and do a little bit better job on the defensive rebounding, and I think we'll be fine. I like the way the first half played out. I wouldn't expect it to be up by any more than that, honestly. Let's go, man. I'm ready for the second half. Can't even sit here. I'm so antsy. I want it to get going. Also, Marcus, thanks for commenting, bro. I love it when everybody shows up. Yeah, they do kind of feel like a Kentucky team. But, we don't see them until, next year? Is that when we restart that up? I hope so, and that's exactly where I'm headed. I really do hope that we wear them down. Other stats in the first half. Let's, Renew coming off the bench, he did get 3 boards, 1 offensive glass. He didn't score, but that's okay. He's a freshman. Geronimo did have 1 basket. Instant offense is that guy. He's got 3 fouls. Bates didn't do anything impressive, but Trey Galloway comes in after being out the last couple games and looked like he hasn't missed a beat. 4 points, 2 easy layups thanks to some great defense. We only shot 50% from the free throw line. Trace was 2 for 4, and Xavier Johnson was 1 for 2. We didn't get to the line enough. 3-point shootings at 22%. We know that that's where we're going to be most of the time. We've got to work on getting that a little higher. But Jalen Hood-Schifino stabilized the offense in the beginning. Trace Jackson-Davis closed us out in the half. And because of those 2 guys right there and great defense, we got us a nice little lead. We got a lot we can improve upon, but we did play a very good game. Yeah, and that's the other point. You saw there was a stretch there before they got a couple timeouts that they were very Love and Davis were very tired out there and were playing sloppy on out high on guard. And that's when we started making little runs because their play got sloppy. And I think they just got tired because they don't get to sit down very often. I really wish Coach would utilize those other guys again a little bit more. I would love to see a little bit more CJ Gunn. I think he's going to be okay. I think they just need to keep accruing, whether it be a minute or two. Just go out there and play a little defense. Give somebody a quick blow. I think it's important to get those guys in the game. But the ACC needs one more win to clinch, 7-4 right now. And in this last rendition of the ACC Big Ten Challenge, glad that I'm here with you guys tonight. But after today, it will be no more. But absolutely an excellent first half. It wasn't perfect by no means, but that's what you get in these type of games. There you go, Creek. Tell me that this doesn't kind of feel like a game in March, honestly. It feels like two teams that are just trading punches. Heck yeah. Well, there's a lot to be proud of in this half. Anybody of you just joining right now, the It's in the Blood Sports channel, that's what we do all the time. A lot of these play-by-play watch parties. We have a Discord that if you want to join up, share memes, get to know some of us a little bit, we'd be glad to have you. Love it when people from my great state of Indiana join up because that's home. And it's nice to have conversation with those folks because it's so close to home. I know a lot of people tonight are out watching the game at the bar with their buddies and stuff like that. I'm here watching it with you all, and I hope everybody enjoys. But the Discord is huge, and I tell you what, I definitely appreciate smashing that like button and the subscribe button. Alex and I, we definitely are trying to grow this thing and have a lot of fun with it. I was hoping, I really thought I thought they were going to play Logan Duncan for that last couple minutes of the half. And if Coach isn't playing him, there's got to be a reason that he's not playing him. I don't know what that would be. I think Coach doesn't like to go that deep into his bench, honestly. But every time they put him in, he performs. He scores. He plays well. Same for CJ Gunn. I've noticed that he plays well every time he gets a chance on the floor. So I look for those guys to get minutes. But when we start losing games because we wear out in the last 5 minutes of the second half, you'll start hearing me complain about substitution practices because that's where I was mad last year a lot of the times. And I know Coach didn't trust the whole team, but, man, at a certain point you've got to have a little bit of faith that your guys are going to step up. But it's nice having Trey Galloway back today. Very calming presence on the floor. Goes out there and plays with great intensity and poise and doesn't have a lot of he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And that's really good for a young guy on the floor out there. He definitely is kind of a floor general. He gives you good minutes every time he comes on the floor. I'd take a few more just like him if we had it. But I look for Bates and Geronimo to get going a little bit in the second half as well. They've been playing very well. And I really hope to see that. And Xavier Johnson and Shafino have played really well in the backcourt in the first half. Maybe something out of Miller Kopp today. But if Miller Kopp just plays defense and rebounds, that's okay too. What's up, Dabney? How are you doing, sir? Thank you for being here. Fun time so far tonight. We got a lot of interesting stuff going on in this game. But our defense looks outstanding. And I think we're going to wear them out. I think we're going to wear them down in the second half. Matt, what's up, bro? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I think the defense is doing the job. We need to calm these we need to calm down a little bit on the fouls, and we need to really work on our defensive rebounding, not letting them get the second chance points. And I think we got an opportunity for a dominant win today. And Notre Dame is kicking the snot out of Michigan State right now, 45-26. all due to the 3-point shot. So it does. If that game remains the same, we're going to lose the Big Ten ACC Challenge this year, and I don't like that. But what's got to happen now is IU's got to play another good half of basketball and get us the W, which we will definitely take. Also, anybody interested tomorrow night, Alex will be in here with Thursday Night Football, Bills and the Patriots. Ought to be a good one. Stop in, smash the like, say hi to her. Yeah, so going on into the second half here. Let's hear it, Creek. Well, you've seen what you saw in the first half. What do you think the keys for this second half? It's in Foxborough. Ought to be a good game, so I'm really fired up about that, Dabney. What keys to the half? Keys in the second half, I really think it's just to more of the same. I think defensive rebounding, keep pressure on the shots, play within themselves, don't turn the ball over, don't give North Carolina chances for big runs, because North Carolina, you saw that they want to run. Every opportunity they got, they try to get it out there. So turnovers are bad for that. I didn't even talk about that stat. Indiana only had 3 turnovers in the first half, and that's the primary reason we're probably doing good. And there's Alex right there. Might be a low-scoring affair, but a good one for sure. I'm really high on New England in this game. I'm so high on it, I might bet on them tomorrow. Yeah, stay out of foul trouble too. But I don't want them to stop challenging, because I love the depth that we got. If we pick up a few extras, whatever, but just play within, you know where you're at on your foul situation. The only person right now that really has to worry is Geronimo. We probably won't see him till the 12-minute part. No, but this is the first time really that Renew's had competition inside the post there that is worthy of top tier. I don't think Jack Ncaa from Xavier compares with Baycott. Honestly, I think they're definitely 2 different guys, and so this is new basketball for him. If he adjusts well and comes out here in the second half, he'll be able to get some points on that. He's just got to go about it a little bit different. No, he was getting used to beating up on, this lower tier talent that was like the guys he was beating on in high school, prep school, whatever you want to call it. And it's just different. It's different against North Carolina. But yeah, there you go. They're showing it right now. The best thing that happens is when they double team Trace. Yeah. 4 for 8 from the 3-point line in the first half. A couple of those were ugly. Right on, Shimatori 66. Thank you for the comment. I definitely want to hear everybody's opinion, because that's what's important to me. I like seeing what everybody thinks. I agree with that. 6th in the country in drawing fouls, 22 a game. Right on. Wow, let's go. Getting ready to start the second half. Let's get it fired up. Let's not let them have big runs. Let's stay in our defense and play hard. We can win it on this end of the court. They're going to get it off to the left wing. They're going to try to feed it out. Baycott's got it out high. He's going to go around Kopp, gets around Kopp, and no foul called. Kopp got away there with a lucky one that he didn't score. Here comes Indiana back the other direction. I don't know what happened down there, but it looked like a foul to me. Guess it wasn't. Feeds Kopp in the corner. Kopp feeds Trace on the block. Good things happen. Little baby hook. Good shot. No double team. 2 points for Trace. Let's go. 37-29. Trace just passed 12 points. North Carolina starts their offense. They're going to run it through Baycott out high. There's a deep 3. No good. Shafino controls, hands it off to Xavier. We want them quick deep 3s too. That's what I'm talking about. Out of rhythm 3s. I'll take that shot all day. Xavier's going to roll to the left wing. Nothing happening. He's looking. He's going to feed Shafino. Shafino's going to dribble out. He's looking. He hits Trace out deep. Trace is going to drive on Baycott. Spin move. Has position. And, draws a foul. Baycott's going to pick up his third, and Trace is going to get 2 free throws. That's a win. Yeah, I can't play hero ball. Not like that. You can't come out shooting a 26-foot jump shot just because you're open. I'll take it, though. Let them do that. We're going to knock some of the cockiness and confidence out of this team. Trace shoots the free throw. It's good. Indiana gets the first 3 points of the second half, back up to 9 points. Trace has got some really nice footwork, and he's good at drawing the foul. Second one rims out, no good. Wow, that was tight. Here comes North Carolina back the other way. Play defense. And there's a steal, almost. Picks up almost another steal. Xavier ends up with it after Miller Kopp pokes it out. Coming the other direction. And there is going to be a foul on North Carolina. And Black picks up the foul. The reach in on Xavier Johnson. Boy, we're awful handsy today. Trace has got it out high. He's going to hand off to Kopp. Kopp thought about it. Dribbles. Gets it back to Xavier. Xavier's cutting off hard. Shafino drives the baseline. Feeds Trace Jackson-Davis. He's got Nance on him this time. He rolls. Puts it off the glass. No good. Baycott gets the rebound. They switch Baycott over to Race Thompson. Probably smart, but Trace wins against Nance. No basket. Here comes North Carolina the other way. Almost a travel. Nance puts it up and scores off of Race Thompson. Pete Nance can dominate Race Thompson, and Trace Jackson-Davis is going to have to dominate him. Here we go. X is out high. There's going to be the pick. He's going to drive all the way to the basket. Oh my God, how did he miss that? What happened there? Here comes North Carolina on the break. And ball's going to stay on this end. Nance with a nice move on Race. I want to know what happened to Xavier Johnson on that layup. He had a clear shot to the basket. Here comes Xavier Johnson the other way. 3 on the way. Oh, that wasn't a bad transition 3. I really wish he wouldn't do it off the dribble, but hey, we'll take it. He missed it. Working the other way. Puts up the 18-footer. No good. Kopp controls. Let's get sloppy. Let's go. Slow it down. Shafino starts it out high. 7-point lead. 17:09 to go. Shafino all the way to the hoop. 2 points. Jalen Hood Shafino extends and scores the layup. 40-31. It's going to get around him. He shoots. There's a tip pass. Tipped again. Nance picks it up out high. Feeds it over to the other side. Going to drive. Looking to get to the basket in the corner. Black tries to go around Kopp. Cuts him off. Backing him in. Puts up the 13-footer short off the rim. Xavier controls. Here comes X the other way. He's going to look down the floor. He's going to drive all the way to the basket. Feeds Race Thompson or Trace. Trace puts it up and in. The whole team did not defend. Xavier Johnson had great court awareness. And North Carolina looks tired. They need to sit. 12, 11-point lead. Another stop. Let's go. Fast break. Let's get another one for this timeout. Shoots the 18-footer. Short off the rim. No good. Here goes X. Pushing back the other way. Cuts across the middle of the floor. It's going to feed Kopp in the corner. Kopp dribble drives in. Puts up the layup. And he scores. Miller Kopp with his first basket. And there's a timeout and forces North Carolina to use one. 13-point lead. Let's go. 16:01 to go. Heck yeah. Jalen Hood Shafino, man. Look how long he is when he extends. And Xavier Johnson, seeing that the defense was following him down, just drops it back for Trace. And then Miller Kopp with the sweet layup. Jordan Geronimo's He's fired up. He's probably more fired up than I am. I'm spent, man. Run him out of the building. There is nothing better than stomping a mud hole in a blue chip. I'm just saying, nothing better. I mean, it may set up a little bit of revenge later on, but it's fun today. Only thing would make this better is if Carson Wentz was at the game. Why is that, Creek? I don't want him to enjoy anything. Or is he a North Carolina guy? I don't know. I just know he's cancer to a locker room. I don't want to see him ever. So he's not my favorite guy. He's good. Man, I can't. I don't know, Creek. He's our savior. I love the sarcasm. I know. I'm just kind of having fun with it. I remember last year, the second that he showed up there, and everybody thought that was the best thing ever. And Alex and I started talking about the cancer that he has, how he does the team and how like Philadelphia blew up. And he's cancerous, man. He's just that guy. And I don't think he means to be. They all say he's a great locker room guy. There's just something there. Man, this is a lot of fun, though. It is definitely this timeout. Coming out of this timeout, we've got to play well. Yeah. So so what you're going to see is this is when I would do a little bit of substitution. I would put them guys in there and tell them just to go get it. They do look exhausted, and I don't think there's going to be these long stretches where there's no fouls and we keep going. You notice their shots all come up short. And there's Hubert Davis. And then there's Coach Woody. Yep. Well, we'll see how they come out of this timeout. And it's good to see alumni coaching these basketball teams. I really like that. You find a way to maintain your tradition and extend it. And 5 seconds? Heck yeah. Come out in the press. Make them waste a timeout and then get a 5-second call coming out of the timeout. They can't even inbound the ball. Dude, that's no better way. Baycott's going to take a seat. 30-6 in the paint. Yeah. They get it into what an alley-oop kind of play to Trace. He flips it in the basket, 46-31. Nobody can defend him up high. North Carolina runs their weave out high. Shafino tries to get the steal. Don't get reachy. Works, going to look, nothing doing, cut off again, going to drive the lane, puts up the little floater and scores. North Carolina does get a basket, 46-33, 15-31 to go. This game's been so much I haven't even called the score that often. Shafino feeds Trace and right into the hands of Pete Nance. A little risky pass there where he didn't have good position. We're going to go back the other way. Do not let him score. Feed it to the corner. Nothing doing. Two guys standing on top of each other. It's going to roll around. Black looks to pass. It's going to drive, get all the way to the basket, puts up the reverse layup, and good. No help defense came there. Race Thompson gets the ball inbounded, 46-35. North Carolina on a little 4-2 spurt here. And I call that a little spurt, but they've beaten us a couple times. Turnovers don't help. Shafino's going to go out, drives, and he's going to almost lose the ball, gets it back to Trace. Trace to Xavier. Xavier puts the 15-footer up and gets it. Nice soft touch. Xavier Johnson with the quick jump shot, 48-35. God, his jump shot scares me. Nance has got it out high on Trace Jackson. He's going to drive around. He's going to get all the way to the basket. Trace says, get that out of here, and blocks the shot. Starts the fast break. Shafino to Race. And Race misses the dunk. The pass was a little hot. Here comes North Carolina. 13-foot jump shot. Short off the rim, no good. And the ball is on the ground. Back up. Puts it up, no good. And they're going to call Trace Jackson Davis on the foul. 48-35, 13:58 to go. Trace Jackson Davis just swatted that stuff at the top of his leap, said, get it out of here. They call it a Sonic blockbuster night. I wish I'd have had that picture the other day for my thumbnail, man. That'd have been nice. Yeah, I start just working my subs the rest of the game. 1, 2, 3 minute bursts, give everybody rests. Maybe not sub everybody in at once. Maybe you do it that way. I don't know, but you should start really working this wearing them down stretch. So far in this second half, we don't have to shoot good three-pointers when we play defense. 50% from the floor is amazing today. Anything of interest out here so far? I don't see anything so far in the stats. Come out on a 13-6 run to start the half. Definitely look tired. You just got to keep the pressure on. I think he's just calculated on how he moves sometimes, because he knew if he let him go by, he was going to block. He just kind of let him go and let him get comfortable, and then he went up and blocked that shot. He was timing. I think that was timing, not being slow. Your laptop's getting hot. Definitely a lot of fun, though. This game's been a blast thus far. We got a big finish ahead of us. I really think somebody's going to have to step up here and run the offense. I think this is a good point in time when you really run your offense, just to make them do 30 seconds on defense. I think that's and then when you get the chances, run out. He gets a little cute at times, but he's been very successful today. They're going to let that slide a little bit, but he does try to get a little too cute. Trying to feed Race on that pass, or Trace on that pass. There wasn't a good passing lane there. He just thought that they could go over top, and it didn't work out. And that did cause a turnover. The thing with him is, though, Eric, is that he's learning in this level of basketball. He's still learning, and so is Tamar Bates too. Those two guys there, the more they develop this year, the better opportunity we're going to have in March. Free throws up for North Carolina, and good concentration after the timeout. Second one is up, and it is also good. Okay, Renew is on the floor, and Galloway right now, with Race Thompson, Xavier Johnson, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. Bigs are getting a break. There's a pick. He's going to roll. He feeds Renew. Good defense comeback by Nance, but Renew was too far deep and got him on the basket. Renew gets his first basket of the game. 50-37, 13:35 to go. Nance is going to play against Renew out high, and Schifino's way behind. There's help. Double team goes to the corner. Oh. Race Thompson gets called for the foul, but I don't know that he fouled. Looked like he went beside him. Yeah, it looked like it kind of grazed him going by, but he fell down and drew the whistle. We got 3 of our big guys in foul trouble now. And there's 3 free throws coming here. This is not a good stretch for us. Bates and Geronimo are coming in. And as you called it, Shafino and Race Thompson are going to the bench. This stretch here is going to be important. That's still a flop, though. You seen where his hair moved. He just kind of grazed off his shoulder. I don't know that that's a foul, but I would have fell down too. Third free throw is no good. Geronimo controls the glass. X is going to run the offense. This is Xavier Johnson's time right now to shine. Rotates around the right wing. He's going to feed Renew down on the post. Renew's going to back in Nance. He goes up, puts up the baby hook, and it's no good. Nance controls. Here comes North Carolina down 11. Get out and play defense. He's going to get around the pick. He's going to pull up from 17, and he's going to hit it. But they're going to call an illegal pick. That is that really helped us. Nance is going to get called on the illegal screen there. All right. Tomorrow they're running the weave out high. Galloway's out there. Here comes the pick. Defensive pressure's there. Gets it back over to Renew. Galloway goes around, gets inside, throws it up, and hits it. Galloway with a little floater. Looked like he was going to make a pass, and he shot it. Trey Galloway adds to the lead, gets us back to 13. Keep this thing over 10, and we'll be happy campers. North Carolina is slowing their pace a little bit. It's going to get around the pick. Back over to Nance for 3. Short, airballed it. Here comes Xavier back the other way. Nobody wanted the rebound to just sit there for a second. Double team comes. He feeds Tamar Bates. Over to Geronimo for 3. Hard off the back rim. Here comes North Carolina the other way. Keep that pace up. They'll wear down. Another 17-footer, and he buried it. Here comes Xavier across the timeline. Renew's got it out there high. Tamar on the handoff. Tamar dribbles around, looking to get to the basket. Feeds it to Galloway. Galloway over to Geronimo. Back over to Xavier. Back to Renew. 8 on the shot clock. Renew against Nance. He's going to put it up, and no good. And they're going to call Renew on the foul on the rebound. North Carolina's basketball. Not feeling as good right now as I was a few minutes ago, but hey, that's okay. Good teams make runs and make stands. No, the baby hook. It's not, but we're going to figure out what his game is as long as they can maintain for a few more minutes. Because our defense is a little lackluster right now on ball defense has been a little rough. They're using their picks more effectively in this half. I'm pretty sure Hubert Davis told him to pick. I got you. I remember Dabney. But you got to stay on that ball a little bit, and they're picking harder. I'm sure that's what some of the problem was in the first half. We were blowing through their picks real easy, and we were able to stay on ball defense, and they're not able to get those, them 17 intermediate jump shots. RJ Davis there did get around the pick and had some clearance, and he knocks in a shot. Yeah, the defense is where it's at, and rebounding. I mean, we're still we're handling the ball very well. We're not giving them any extra opportunities, which is the good part. Other than not being able to make shots, they're playing a pretty effective game. Still beating us on the glass. but you're not going to see Trace for a few more minutes. I'm going to say they'll probably get it down to you want to get Trace back in probably about the 7-minute mark, somewhere around there. If it gets any closer, he'll be back sooner. But we've done pretty good with foul management this half. We've got 4 guys with 3 fouls. So, and like you said, you got Duncombe as sitting back there ready in the wings. Not a lot of bench scoring today. Trey Galloway has been the spark off the bench. Doesn't take bad shots. It's getting a little bit tight. I say it's getting tight. It feels tight. We're still up 17-12 in the second half, and it just feels tight. Next 4 minutes, huge. Yeah. To the next timeout, Creek, is when I'm, let's see, 11:24. Yeah, get to the under 8. Yeah, this is my least favorite segment of the game because last year, if you guys remember correctly, this is where we were at last year. Hey, look at there's Cody Zeller in the stands today. Christian Wofford is there. Makes my favorite shot in Indiana history since post Bob Knight. And there's Eric Montross. Traitor. All right, here comes North Carolina. Galloway out on the point. He's going to drive all the way around, puts up the shot, and he makes the layup. Love gets in there and scores, goes all the way to the basket. Defense looks a little off this half as these guards are starting to take over for North Carolina. Hands it off to Galloway. Galloway's going to drive, feeds it back out to X. X feeds the post and whoa, almost travels. Feeds it back out to Galloway. 9 on the shot clock. Reset. Galloway takes the long 3 because nothing else is available. And Tamar controls the rebound. Indiana resets. Lucky break there. Nothing was happening on offense. And there was a steal from a lazy pass. Here comes North Carolina down 9. They can cut this thing even further. 12 or 10-28. I hate clock watching. Here goes around. There's a steal by X. He's going to push. Go, X, go. All the way. Goes up and lays it in. Xavier Johnson with the good defensive play on the lazy pass. Gets us back over 11. Knocked the wind out of that sail. Love's going to go around the pick. He runs into Baycott. Feeds it around the horn. They're looking. They got the mismatch with Baycott out there. There's a deep 3. And gets his own rebound. How sus? Oh, Geronimo gets the loose ball. He's got it. And it's going to be a jump ball. It will be Indiana basketball. Jordan Geronimo with the hustle play, getting to the floor. Whew. Hands the ball. Dude, this game's got me in. I'm all tense, man. 9:53. Got to play this type of basketball just kind of even. Shafino is back on the floor. They probably got him in for ball handling. Galloway feeds back to Shafino. Xavier is on the bench right now. Feeds Tamar Bates. Tamar Bates feeds Trace Jackson Davis, who's on Baycott. There comes the double team. Back to Bates for 3. Sunk it. Inside out. What'd I tell you, boys? 14-point lead, 9:30 to go. Tamar Bates hits his first big 3 of the game, going inside and out. As soon as that double team comes, push it back. Drives, going to go all the way, and finger roll layup. Love is starting to warm up. Here comes Tamar. He's going to beat most of them down the floor. He's going to go 1-on-2. He's going to, God. Player control gets called for the charge. He was ahead of the pack. I don't know that I blame him. I think he was just out of control. But every time that double team comes down on Trace when he's got the block, and that three is still important right now. We've got a 12-point lead with 9:13 to go. No fouls on Trace here. Can't afford it. If I was North Carolina, I would be feeding Baycott here. No questions asked. But these guards are going to play hero ball. There's the pick. Step back three. No good. And there's the rebound for Schifino. Controls it. Goes up hard in there for that defensive glass. Glad somebody did. Schifino's going to start the set. He's going to feed Trace out high. Gets the push. Schifino's dribbling out high. Works it in, and it passes too hot. And it's going to go off of Geronimo's fingertips out of bounds. Slow down. Yeah, he was falling forward. That's more the reason that they called it, I think, than the position. He was just out of control. Yeah, he played for a little bit. He's on the bench now. You're going to call Galloway for the foul out high. Galloway's defensive pressure on these two guards is not as good as what you would like to see. All right, 8:33 to go. They get the ball into Baycott. Baycott feeds it back out. There goes Love. It's going to get around Trace. It's going to get to the basket. It's going to put it up, and it's an air ball, but Baycott controls, and Baycott puts it in. Trace switched over to Love. Baycott gets the easy glass and basket. It's back down to 10. 8:16 to go. Schifino brings it across the timeline, feeds Geronimo. Nance is on Trace. Geronimo and Baycott are on each other. Galloway drives, puts up the little floater. Galloway with another one, gets into the lane. Let's go. 59-47, 12-point lead, 7:57 to go. All the way to the basket. Feeds the corner to Nance for three. No good. Air ball. Trace had it and lost it to Black. Black feeds Baycott. Baycott's going to push it around. Look at the look on Woody's face. Oh, my God. Yeah, I agree. Still doesn't feel good, does it? This 12-point lead does not feel good. Yeah, I mean, that we held serve. I think that's all you're really hoping for right now is to hold serve. It felt like the wheel was going to fall off at any second there. And it's because what's changed is our defensive pressure on the ball. Love and Davis have definitely picked that up. Jerry says it doesn't feel good because of the refs. Yeah, I don't know that it feels good or bad because of them. I'm to the point where I want to see that point guard ball pressure. I think that's where we get in, where we're doing really well. Yeah, but we've still only got 7 turnovers in this game, and that being said, I mean that's a really good game for us. Usually we're turning the ball over more to lesser teams than North Carolina. So 7 turnovers against a good defense, I'm going to say is okay. Some of them were very stupid. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I see Galloway's been doing that. He's been getting that dribble penetration, and as the help comes, he floats it up there, and he's been making those shots. No, but if it was easy, everybody would be a national championship. It's not easy, so they got to keep fighting here. I think we're almost into the clear with the fouls. I'd like to see Trace sit down for a minute. Well, so the bad thing about late game situations, and I know this is what Coach Woody was about last year, because you have more timeouts in the last 7 minutes of the game. You have the under 4, and then teams start using their timeouts. So he was of the feeling last year that your guys get to rest during timeouts. So he never really used the substitution method. He was using his timeouts to rest his guys going down the stretch of these games. There was a lot of games last year that we lost down the stretch. Today, what's happening now is that it's like North Carolina at the 16-minute mark was exhausted, but they found their second wind. And now you've just got to keep beating against that because they're going to run out of gas. Miller Kopp has yielded hardly any minutes today, but he's played pretty good ball. He has not played a bad game. The game that that I think that he should be not playing, is the one that and then he plays the whole game, but when he's playing well, he's not playing much. So Nance has got it on Geronimo, feeds out. He's going to drive on Geronimo again. And Geronimo's going to get called, I guess. It's going to be his 4th. 16 foul on Indiana. North Carolina only has 3. That's such horse crap. Baycott gets it inside, and he's going to get the dunk. Let's go. Galloway's got it out high, feeds Trace. There's the pick. Galloway's going to float it up, and no good. Nance controls. Here comes North Carolina. Chance to cut it to 8 or 7 with a 3. Nance is going to drive, and he feeds Baycott. And Baycott, they're going to call Geronimo with the foul. I don't want to. Maybe he did. No, that's his 4th. Let's see who else has got it. Baycott's going to the free throw line. We do not want to leave him there. All right, they've got it under 10, which is right where they want to be under 10 with less than 7 to go. So they've cut it to an 8-point lead. Got to go play some offense here. Go back to what got you here, fellas. Feed your bigs on the post. X has got it out high. There's the pick. Here comes, feeds to Trace on the block. Good things happen when Trace gets on the block. He's going to back Nance down. No double team comes. He feeds back to Xavier. Xavier's going to drive. What the heck was that, Xavier? And there's a foul. What kind of shot was that? I don't think he knows what he did. Yeah, I know. Here it comes. Somebody's got to step up here. Xavier Johnson was in great position to he actually got him in the nose, looked like. North Carolina's going to live on the free throw line, and that's how they're going to do their run. Free throw's good. 7-point lead. We're letting them back in the game at this point. They're getting seconds to rest. And they missed a second free throw controlled by Race Thompson. Start pushing again, fellas. You were doing good when you got up there. 7-point lead. Difference in this game is free throws. Finally, a call on North Carolina, and the fans respond. Hey, they only need like 3 more fouls, and then we're in the bonus too. Yeah. Shafino's got it on the right wing. He's going to dribble around. Looks, he's going to feed Trace on the block. Trace is going to back Ncaa down. The double team comes. Trace puts up the floater. No good. Ncaa in good defensive position. North Carolina controls. I'll take that. Here comes North Carolina back the other way. It's a steal. Outlet to Galloway with it. Galloway gets the pick. And Galloway with the layup pokes the ball away from Davis and gets the Trace Jackson Davis hits him on the breakout. Gets it back to 9. Feeds the corner. Ncaa is down there. Feeds it out top. They're going to reset and go around, trying to get around to the baseline. Gets there, throws it cross court, back out. Nothing doing. Good defense. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 3 contested. No good. X controls. Coming back the other way. Oh, Race Thompson was wide open and he missed it for the alley-oop. House would have come down. Shafino thought about the 3, did not take it. Don't you do it, young man. Shafino's going to drive. Feeds it over to X. X back to Trace on the block. Trace puts it up and in. Good sequence. Shafino made a great decision not taking that jump shot there, and we extend back to 11. Combat that run. Keep the ball going. No fouls. They're going to look to feed it to Baycott, and Xavier Johnson's getting flipping handsy out there at this point. That's another foul that he didn't need. Galloway with the body control in that layup. Dude, he is sneaky athletic, right? We haven't even sniffed a good 3-ball look this. I don't either. We're given and the thing of it is, if it wasn't for these free points, they wouldn't be in this game right now. At this point, you're under 5, and both free throws go in. It's a 9-point lead. All right, Johnson, Galloway, and Shafino are running the floor. Trace Jackson Davis and Race Thompson on the post. Really comfortable with this group. Trace gets it on the block. No double team comes. Feeds Galloway. Galloway to Race. Race puts it up and in. Galloway with the cut. Feeds Race on another cut. Easy basket. 11-point lead. Good play. Pressure that ball. Nance for 3. No good. Galloway with the rebound. Push it, young man. Go. All right, Xavier's got it on the left wing. Coach wants him to go. We're going to go under 4 right here. X is going to cut to the basket. Feeds Race Thompson. Puts it up. Blocked. Gets it back. No good. Trace gets it. Up off the rim. No good. Baycott tips it. Nance controls. 65-54. Here comes North Carolina. Love's going to drive. He's got Trace on him right now. The matchup he wants, but he picks up his dribble. Race is on Nance out high. Baycott's got Galloway gets the steal, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to take us to the under 4 timeout. Galloway knows he can't be behind Baycott, so he knocks the ball out of bounds and essentially gets us to the under 4 timeout without an easy score by Baycott. They're going to swallow the whistles. You watch. And then the last 30 seconds. No, because here's the thing. I'm still not feeling great. But that's what good teams do. They keep you uncomfortable. And they're keeping me uncomfortable. So I'm going to say North Carolina is still a good team. But look at this. The team that has all these ups that everybody's talked about so much. We've held them to 54 points in this game. I mean, I'm feeling better that the clock's moving. I'm just not – I just feel like at this point – I feel like we should be dominating at this point, but North Carolina's kind of made a stand, and they've played better. But we're still – what are we 5 points ahead for the half. We've only given them 25 in the game. or in the half. So much fun tonight, man. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the comments and the commentary. It makes this even more fun. I love being on edge. Yeah, that's just it. You want to talk about a win today. North Carolina 16 for 51 from the floor, 31%. The problem is that if we wouldn't have fouled, they're beating us at the free throw line by 14 points. No, it's true. And you got to understand. Well, you don't have to understand, but you look at it and you see stuff going kind of wrong, but there's a lot going really right. It is some of the better basketball we've played. It's not pretty. It kind of reminds me of old Wisconsin ball. Yeah, you're right. I think North Carolina is missing one piece. Them two guards seem to come and go, right? They seem to show up for a little while, they get frustrated, then they disappear. They don't really have between Love and Davis. I don't see a guy out there that really I don't see a guy really out there that really wants to control the floor. And then Nance has been great today for what he provides. Baycott, a double double. I mean, it's not what they want from him, but Black hasn't provided anything today. And then on the bench, Johnson's hit a lot of free throws, but other than that, they don't have much off the bench either. Dunn got 1 3. We've done a great job defensively today, and that's something to hang your hat on. But the thing of it is North Carolina is still within striking distance in this game, and that's what bothers me. At least Rutgers does not have Geo Baker to kill us anymore. Oh, yeah, going to Rutgers is going to be a problem because I will talk about that too. Okay, North Carolina gets the ball inbound, 3:40 on the clock. Nance has it out high. Keep Nance and Baycott away from the basket. Deep three, hero ball, and he buried it. Jesus criminy, good shot by Love. What they needed out of the timeout, fresh legs and a jump shot. They cut it to 8 with 3:27. Shafino's on the floor. Xavier Johnson's on the floor. We need to go to the rim, get some fouls so we can shoot free throws. If not, they've got an advantage. Xavier feeds it to Race. They're going to get a foul on Nance right there. Or Love, whichever one. Fresh legs is the reason why you probably made that jump shot, Creek, for sure. All right, we need 2 more fouls here. Come on. Let's get them in this possession. Let's feed the ball to the block and get something on the inside here. If they stop us, they earned it. What's the delay? Alex Kitty's attacking again. Okay. I think it's I got one more. Love the tantrums. Yeah, we didn't need a jump shot today, really. Notre Dame ended up beating Michigan State by 18 today. Dang. Duke beat Ohio State. Dang. Purdue beat the hapless Florida State. Right on. Let's go. And it's nice to see the whiteout every now and again. Trace has got it on the block. He's got Ncaa on his back. Trace works inside. He's cut off. Good defense. 14 on the shot clock. Picks out high. Xavier's going to work inside. Xavier puts up for 13. Hit it. Xavier gets a nice little floater in the paint. That's either that or the post. That's great. Gets us back to 10. Let's roll. Love's got it out on the top of the key. He's going to try to go around Johnson. He feeds Baycott for an easy dunk. Help defense comes. Wide open to the paint. We'll trade baskets at this point. I'll take that. Xavier's going to walk it up. Let's get this down to that 2-minute mark. Okay. Got to feed the post. Shafino comes off the pick. He's going to get the ball on the right wing. He's looking. Gets it to Trace on the block. Get somebody over for that 3 ball. Trace gets in the lane on Nance, no match. Trace puts it up and in. Feed that man. 21 points. Trace Jackson Davis, All-American. They're going to work it. They're going to get it inside. No. Nance is going to drive. There's a foul on Shafino. He fouls Nance before the shot. 2 minutes to go. They're going to get a couple free throws here. This foul situation is horrible, though. Nance's free throws up, and he hit it. Big free throw for North Carolina here to keep this under 10. Come on, Creighton at Texas. Man, that's on Thursday. That sounds like a good one. And the second one goes down. Back to an 8-point lead. North Carolina's going to press. They're going to get the outlet to Xavier Johnson, who's going to get across the timeline. He's going to drive all the way in. Smartly brings it right back out. Let's melt some clock. Let's go. Shafino's got it out high. Looking for the pick. He's going to go. Drives inside. Puts it up. He's going to be no foul. Here comes North Carolina. Pulls up on the break. No good. Tipped up. No good. Xavier gets a rebound. Do not shoot that ball with less than 10 seconds until we get to under 10 on that shot clock. Xavier's going to drive all the way inside, and he's going to get fouled. They're throwing him out of bounds. They're swallowing the damn whistle. How about every time they get hit, why don't you call at least a foul? Foul, 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 foul. There was 4 fouls before they blew the whistle. Jesus criminy. And that's only the 16th foul. How am I feeling? I'm upset. Did the refs have money on North Carolina covering? I don't know. I mean, it's what it kind of feels like. There ain't no free throws on this one. Right now, I want X on the free throw line. I'll say that. Uh, 7-point win, 70, 76. I don't know. Something like that. 73-67. 73-67. 72-65. Okay. I'll take that at this point. Hold North Carolina under 70, you're going to win. That was my thought going in. 72-65. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take your 76-72 at this point. Woodson's working on the ref. She said, "Don't swallow that whistle," is what he said. All right, they get the inbound to Xavier. He's going to sit here and melt that 20. Get this baby under a minute. Galloway's out there, feeds Trace. There comes the double team. Dribbles out. 8 on the shot clock. Got to get something up. Gets to the basket. And he's going to get the foul. Xavier Johnson heads the play, puts the body into Baycott, and draws a foul. Look at, do you see how he kind of leaned into him when he went up for the shot? $109 left to go. We'll be under a minute on this next possession. He hits the first free throw. I think that's enough to win. But yeah, every point that you score just keeps them that much further behind. Come on, hit your free throw. Because you know they're throwing up a 3 this time. It's going to be Black or it's going to be Davis or Love. Second one rolls in. Nice soft touch. Galloway is going to continue to press. They're going to man press. They're going to try to slow him down just a little. Fans are on their feet. 71-61 double digit. He's going to get around. He's going to throw the floater up. And we'll give them the 2. North Carolina's going to use a timeout here. And they still have 2 left. So this last 60 seconds is probably going to last 4 hours. I'll see you guys. We'll be here till midnight for this last minute. Yeah, you see that, right? Hero from the guards and not much else from they don't have much on the wing. Ncaa has been forced to an inside role for the most part today. Tim, we got 1 minute to go in the game, 59 seconds. Yeah, I know, it barely moves. Looks like Indiana or the Big Ten is going to lose the challenge. Looks like we're going to get the win today here against North Carolina. They get the ball inbound to Xavier. He's looking, feeds it across court to Shafino. Gets it across court again, and it's going to stay on the Indiana side. They want him to look. What's up, Jerry? Henderson, Kentucky. Right across from good old Evansville. Right on, Josh. That's what this team needs is a championship banner. And they're going to review this. Oh, that looks like a turnover. I can't tell if it hit his fingertips or not. Yep. We have something in common. We hate Duke. All right. Galloway is going to be doing the inbound here. They're going to have a foul called on Dunn on the pick. And it looks like Johnson's going to shoot some free throws. 72-65. 72-65. If he hits both, I'll be happy. I don't care about getting my score right. G Daddy Media. I saw that when I was looking through Google today to see who else was out there. Hit our free throws and we win. Absolutely. Free throw is up and it is good. 72-65. I hope he hits it. Oh, I like respectful. I love people that are respectful people. Yeah, I got some second free throws up, and there's a 73. So, yeah, it's coming. 70. There's another deep three, no good. Xavier's going to control, and he's going to get fouled again. He's going to get a chance to keep putting points on the board. Hubert should call these guys off here shortly. I don't think we're going to get 80, Creek. You know what? After all that foul problems, we still only ended up with one guy with 4 fouls. As much as they blew the whistle the first 5 minutes of the half, they didn't blow it in the second half of the first half or the second half. They just swallowed it. Xavier just keeps knocking down free throws. We're definitely going to get maybe 76, 77 maybe. Second one is good. And here we go back the other direction. He's going to try to get to the basket, unevaded, layup. 35.5 to go, 10-point lead. Get the ball into X. X is going to wait, and he's going to draw another foul. North Carolina will not quit. We're going to get to 77. Scoreboard is way off. It's slow, Tim. It doesn't work as fast as it should. Yep, 75-65. That's all on ESPN. Xavier shoots a free throw, and it's good. Padding his stat line for today, making up some of them early free throws that them guys got. We finally hit 10. He looks poised. And he missed the last one. Good job. Way to jinx that. 76-65. Somebody had, looking, feeding for 3. It's going to, runs over. Nance is going to take it. Air short. Galloway had it. North Carolina gets it back. And there's going to be a foul on Davis, it looks like. 77-65, 78-65. Yeah, he don't smile much, does he? I think we can breathe. Yes, sir. Baycott looks like he's really hurting, man. The way he keeps touching that arm, that shoulder. I feel bad for those guys. Davis has got his bench guys in right now. 16 seconds to go. He's going to pull up for 3. No good. Rebound trace. 8 seconds to go. That will be your final. 77-65. Woody gets a win over North Carolina. Great game today. This was funky. It was not the most I'm going to say that it was more well played than it looked. If you hold North Carolina under 70, you're doing great. A 12-point win is huge. It's been one of those games that we didn't have to shoot the ball well. We just seemed to never really get out of control every time they made runs. So I'm happy today. I'm really excited about this. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's always nice when you do. I love it even more when you chat. Let's go over just a couple stats really quick, and I'm going to go probably watch the post games today and see how that plays out. North Carolina, very balanced scoring from the offensive side. Baycott, Nance, RJ Davis, and Love all over 10 points apiece. They did rebound the ball very well. For the game, we tied 39 apiece. They shot 33% from the floor. They shot better in the second half. But we shot 50% from the floor today, 31 for 62. All our points were in the paint for the most part. Trace Jackson Davis, 21 and 10, 4 assists, 4 blocks. That's a great stat line. Jalen Hood-Schifino, all his stuff came early. Schifino had 2 assists, 4 turnovers today. I expected something like that from the freshman, but Xavier Johnson had just the opposite. He had 4 and 2, and he ended up controlling the game at the end for us. Miller Kopp did not hurt us today. 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 rebounds. He hit 1 for 1 from the floor. Our bench, except for Trey Galloway, didn't really get going, but Trey Galloway was the new guy today with double digits off the bench. He gave us 11. Some great minutes today. Creek, much love, brother. We'll see you next time. All in all, just so you guys know that there's an emergency trip in my future. We're going to be leaving, so I'm going to miss some basketball from you guys. I'm probably going to miss a couple good games. I think I'm back on the 17th, leaving. Let me just show you my schedule. Okay. There it is. What's going on here? Anyway, I think we're leaving next Tuesday or Wednesday, and we'll be back on like the 17th. So there's going to be some good basketball games in there that I miss. I apologize. It's unavoidable. Yeah. Honestly, guys, we controlled this game from the beginning. We really got out ahead, and they came back on us a couple times, but we really fared well. Really great check mark for our season. We're at Rutgers. I know I'm doing that one for you guys. That game is going to be even more of a challenge than this, even though Rutgers is not as good a team. They're going to be playing on their home floor, which they have a distinct advantage against us. So headed to Texas, Josh. But the Rutgers game is going to be it's not going to be pretty. It's going to take an effort like today on defense. It won't be pretty at all. I'm not having surgery, Jerry. We're going down for we have a family member that we need to run and see. So, but yeah, I will be here for that one. I'll definitely preview it. You guys have been great today. I'm not that far from Houston when we go down there, Josh. We're Longview is the closest city we're next to when we go down. A few hours away. Yeah, I wanted to say that, though. Thank you, Tim. I much appreciate it. You guys have been fantastic today. I had so much fun hanging with you all. It was definitely well worthwhile. This is exactly the reason why I love doing this, and you guys are fantastic. I'm just going to leave you guys with that. I might drop some kind of a video. I hope you guys check it out before I leave, or some kind of something. I'll do something. Matt, thank you, brother. It was a great game today. Hey, anytime. I'll have some time. Coach Woodson did a very good job today. He did get a little tight on the bench like I was afraid he would do, but hey, it worked out in the end today. Our guys stayed more fresh. We played really well down the stretch, and we did not get rattled when they tried to make a run on us. We went back to what we knew was right, and that's feeding our big guy. We stayed with our game plan and played defense. You guys are absolutely awesome. I'm going to drop an overlay on here. And you know what? Better yet, I'm just going to drop the shark because the shark needs to come out today, and we'll get out of here. Much love.